This is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today I'm going to be creating some Christmas gift tags. So let's get started. So if you've watched my videos before, I like to use what I already have, and so I cut these tags out in different sizes. I didn't even use a template for these. I just kind of had a rectangle and then just cut off the edges to make the gift tag. And so I used some cracker boxes, cereal boxes, oatmeal boxes. So whatever you have, you can use these. And we're going to take some papers, and I have a Christmas Mad for Plaid Christmas collection by Michelle Coleman. I'm going to pull out a few of these sheets to cover my tags with. I'm also going to be using a few sheets from this too. This is the Echo Park Magic and Wonder. I like the colors of this. It has some red in it. And to me, it looks kind of holiday. So even if it's not like exactly what you need, you can just start pulling some things together that you can use to decorate your tags. I also have a few sentiments, and I like to just kind of stamp out some stuff on some of my scrap paper that I already have, my little strips of paper. I like to utilize everything. So I just went ahead and stamped out some stuff on here using my stamps. You've probably seen this before. I love the tea mug or coffee mug. And this actually is from a stamp collection, these penguins. It's called Christmas Penguins. I thought these would be really cute to use. So I started coloring some of them in already, and I just have to cut out a few. But these are so adorable. Look at this. Look how adorable that is. So I've been having fun getting these together, and here's two of them that I just fussy cut out, and I thought these would look really cute on my tags. And I had fun just kind of mixing and matching colors. Look at that. And this little light blue effect around there, I'm going to show you how I got that. Let's see if you can really see that. Just kind of makes your image stand out even more on a white piece of paper. I also have some bells. I'm going to be using some little mini bells that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything. I pulled a bunch of stuff together, so you may see me kind of fumbling around here. This is what I call mindless crafting, basically. I pull in the stuff together, not figuring how it's going to all go, but I'm sure it'll work out. Then I've got some jute twine also for my stuff. I've got ribbon that I may end up using, and some of this stuff I might not use. Some of the leftover stuff, I know I've been promising a Christmas mini book. Many of you want me to do that, so I'll be doing that too. And I still have some of the glitter drops, the Nouveau glitter drops. And I'll make sure I list everything below in the description box as well. And I may end up adding some snowflakes to some of these tags. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what's kind of going through my mind. And I'll do the best I can to explain each step. So the first thing that I like to do is cover my tags. And I'm looking at this paper, and it's just adorable. I've used this to make some cards as well, but I think this is going to look really nice on a few tags. And this is double-sided paper, so I could use either side of this. It only makes the decision just a little bit harder when it's double-sided like this. But look how pretty this is. I can cut out some of these and use them on a tag too as well. See if I can show you that. Let's see what else we have here. That's pretty too. The fa la 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 la. And when I like to do my kind of mindless crafting, I don't like to think about it too much. I just like to kind of do it. I'm going to pull out this one. This is really pretty with the snowflakes. I'm going to use this one. Let's see. That's going to be pretty. So anything that really appeals to me, I'm just pulling it right out. Look how cute. The to and from, I may end up putting that on another opposite side of one of the cards. The gift tags. So I may end up cutting these out. Matter of fact, I am going to use those. So let me just put that to the side as well. And my desk is a mess right now, and I love it because it means I'm creating. But there's so much stuff you can do with these. Oh, let me use this one too. So don't be afraid to use your paper packs. You'll sit and have those paper packs sitting there for years and not use them. So don't be afraid to use them. Okay, and I may end up getting more from this. I'm not sure. We'll see. And look at this right here. This Magic and Wonder. I like this light blue. I'm going to put the penguins against that light blue. I think will look nice. Yep. And if I need more, I can always go back and get more of this. There's one, oh, the music notes. Look at that. I think that would be pretty with little music notes on there. And let's see if we have enough. Let's see, I saw something with stars on it, but I don't want to do too much red. Let's see what else we got here. I like that too. I do like this also. Not thinking about it. Again, trying to get away from that red a little bit. What about this darker color right here? I think it will look cute too. All right. So once you have your paper, now we can start covering some of these. And so what I do to do this, I'll just show you the first one and then I'll go ahead and do all of the others. I just take one of my tags and I'm using my AdTech Crafter's tape and I'm just going to go right along the edge of this. And you want to make sure you get the edges because you don't want your paper to come up off the edge. And so I want this side to be showing or to show. So I'm going to take this. I love this too, but it's okay. I'm going to just kind of put it right against here. And I try to utilize as much of the paper as I can. So I'm going right up to the edge on that. So you see how I have that right against there? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away from the paper. So you want to just kind of press it in and it'll stick right on. And I've done this before, so no worries. They last a long time. Okay, and see, you got this side done. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side. Don't do like I did and put it on the wrong side. I actually ended up using the wrong side of the decorative paper. Okay, and I'm going to have to use my glue because some of my other stuff has run out, so that's okay. I always have enough. I use this stuff a lot, so I always have enough for more. There's some things you just always have to have in stock. And that crafter's tape is one of them. Okay, so I'll wait on this one. But if you want, you could use your art glitter glue too. It'll work fine as well. But I think this is just a good way to use everything that you have and also use those boxes and recycle them. Okay, just going to press that on like that and cut it right away. And I didn't come all the way up to the edge on this one, but that's okay. And of course, when you do this, you're also creating more scraps, so you're adding to your stash. Okay, and so this is what it looks like so far. See, no one would know that it's a cereal box. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the other so we can get started on our decorating. Okay, so our tags are all covered, and look how cute these look already without even adding anything to them. So adorable and in different sizes, and they look so fun. I did run out, so I went ahead and covered this with some random paper I had left over. And so I just did it 2 different sides, and I'm going to use this side to decorate. Okay, so the next thing I usually do is I punch my hole in the top, get that out of the way. And that sounds really loud, so I'm going to go ahead and do these so you don't have to listen to that real loud sound. Okay, so you just have to remember when you're punching your holes not to go too close to the top edge there so that you have enough room and it doesn't like pull through. But these are really sturdy, so you really don't have to worry about that, but just a heads up on that. And what I like to do with these is I like to go around the edge so the cardboard isn't showing through. So I just kind of do this little thing right here using my marker. So I do that for each and every one of these just because I just don't like that cardboard showing through on the sides. Gift tags are like the icing on the cake. Let's see, this one probably in red. I do like to do black also. And imagine all of those cereal boxes and oatmeal boxes that you have that just end up going in the trash. You can make something wonderful out of them. This one right here, let's see, I think I'm going to do this in, I'm thinking I can go around this in red. Let's see how fun that would look. Yeah, that would look really fun. Light blue. You see, just outlining it a little bit just gives it that extra something. And you can decorate mini albums with these or mini books. These can actually go on the cover of a card. You can put gift tags on cards. I've seen that before. I may try doing that one day. I think I'm going to do this one in a darker color. Let's see, maybe a green. I do have a green marker here, so let me go ahead and do this one in green. And let's see, this one I already did in black. I'm going to take this one and do it in black. See how that turns out. Let me use the broader edge on there. And you see that? You just have to take your time. That little mark there, we could always cover that up though. So I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's see. It needs to be a little bit darker on here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, look how cute that is. I'm really liking this. I'm going to go ahead and finish outlining these because I forgot to do the other side. And we'll come back and we'll start adding some decorations in on here. Okay, so now that I have my outline, I can start to get ready to add things to it. I'm definitely going to use these penguins right here. Let me show you how I did this with the light blue. Once I colored it in, I just took a lighter shade of blue, and let me just zoom in just a little bit so I can show you. Okay, so I just took a very light shade of blue, and I went around the outline, and it almost looks like the penguin is actually standing on something. It looks like he has a background around him. It just looks so super cute. So I'm just kind of gently patting my Copic marker just right around the edges here. And I don't know, it just makes this blue makes it look kind of like he's standing on some kind of ice, or it reminds me of like the North Pole or something. And I just like the way it looks. And I saw this in a picture on Pinterest, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that when I with those penguins, when I fussy cut them. So this is not my idea, but it was inspired by Pinterest. I thought that was really cute. And let me just show you the stamp set that these penguins come from. They're just so adorable. This is the Joy Claire stamp set. Look how cute that is. And it's super adorable. All of these different little penguins. I just thought it was just the cutest thing, and I just had to use them on this gift tag. So you can do a theme. Penguins are real popular. So I just thought I had to do it. And they're fun to color in too. So that's just how I got that effect. So now I'm just going to decide what I want to use it on, and which gift tag. So it's basically putting a puzzle together. So I need to fussy cut a few more of these out and then add them in. I'm definitely going to use this for one of my tags too, because I just like, I like tea and coffee, so I'm going to use that for one of mine. And let's see, on the other side, I went ahead and cut out these two from that was in that tag set, or that that paper pack, yeah. And I think I'm going to put these maybe on the darker, one of the darker ones, that way it'll stand out more. The other ones I can stamp. I have a to and from stamp. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on now. And I know many of you had asked me in one of my other videos, how would I put a to and from on there? There's actually sets that have the to and from on it. And so I'm just going to put this on here because it's a darker background. And so that way you can just put the name in there. Let me show you what that comes from. The to and from comes from this stamp set, and I can't wait to use this. I'm going to have so much fun with this stamp set. I just got the to and the from, and I just put it together on here, and I'm going to stamp this onto the back of my card, of some of the tags rather. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with these. So I'm just using the darker ones. This is just a great way to do if you have the darker background and you just can't stamp on it. You can just use these. And of course I'm using my art glitter glue. And I'm putting these on first because I know once I get to decorating that other side, I'm not going to be able to really be turning it over and laying it down and decorating it. So I just need to make sure. Let's see what else here. I think I'll use this one. Yep. I'll use this as my back since I kind of messed up on that one, but that's all right. And I'm just putting it down at the bottom. You don't have to. I mean, even if you wanted to leave your gift tag just like this, you can. But I just can't do it. I got to do a little bit more to this. Okay, so now my to and from stamp. I'm just going to take this, and on the lighter colors, I can just stamp it directly on my tag. Okay, so right on the back of this, right here, to and from. And if you want, you can put it on a white piece of paper. Just another option. Let's see if I have any white strips here. I always have white strips. Let's see. Let me just show you how I would do this. So all those little teeny pieces of paper that you have. Good way to make a to from stamp on here. And so if I didn't feel like this showed up enough, I could just put that just like that, kind of. Let's see. Yeah, I can just put it right over that. So now I have another idea using my strips, and if you want, you can put some stitching around it if you want to. Yeah, I still have to check because I can't remember what I did with that. Let's see. So that's how you can put a to from on your tag. Let's see, this one, I think I'll need to put one on there too. I got all these little strips of paper here. See, this one has a strip here. See if I could use that or not. There's always something on here, huh? There's always something you can use to make your to and from. Just giving you ideas. So you're just seeing this come together in real time here. And I just don't think this would stand out enough on there, so that's why I'm putting in the to from on here. That looks really cute. I'm liking that. Just cutting it down a little bit. If you hear me over here fumbling, I'm just going to move this back so you can see it better. But I love doing these types of crafts, and many of you have told me that you really enjoy when I kind of talk through the process, like what on earth is she thinking about? So I really don't mind sharing at all, because I'm here to inspire. And so now I feel like I have to put my stitching on here. So these are just little details that I like doing. Okay, and that's good. And this one, I can just directly stamp it on there. So just giving you different options of what you can do. And you don't have to stamp it right there. You can stamp, if you want to stamp it the long way, you can. It's just up to you. Okay, so let me get my gift tags back here. I got that one. I got this. That one doesn't stand out as much either, so I'm gonna go over it with a white, with some white strip again on that too. So I can go back and do that one. So I am going to get ready to decorate these now. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut some of these out so that we can start to add them to our tags. So let's see. This I'm not going to go too close to the edge on this one. So I've got this one too. These are going to look cute once I get them on there. So this I'm just kind of going around it just a little bit where that blue is. And I just colored these in with my Copics. And I'm cutting these with my cutter bees, my cutter bee scissors. These are the perfect scissors if you like cutting out little things. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm just kind of cutting these out so that I have my artwork to add to this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a few more and see how I want to add them in. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting our stuff together. And I'm trying to put these together without thinking about it much. So I'm going to need a couple of these sentiments. And I know I want to use the Noel sentiment. And I went ahead and cut a few of these out to use. Not sure exactly how it's going to happen, but I am really loving the whole process. So that's one of the main things about crafting, is to enjoy the process. And to not try to match everything. Okay, so I'm going to put a little backing on here. Now this right here, believe it or not, this is some scrap I had. It was a torn gift bag from a while ago, and I just figured, hey, it'll come in handy at some point. So I'm going to use this as a little bit of a backing for to add some sparkle. Let's see, I'm going to put Noel on there. How cute that looks already. Just going to cut that off. Cut that off, and I'm just going to glue it right on there. So that came in handy. I've had that for like maybe 2 years just sitting around. Wasn't sure what to use it for. So I like to use every little bit of everything. I'm just going to stick that right on there. Okay. And look at that. You just made a little sign for your tag. See if I want it to go on there. I do like the way this looks. So I may end up, let's see, putting this right on here. Yeah, that's good. It's nice and bright too. I'm going to just pop these up. I do want to put some foam squares on that. And so yeah, this was a gift bag of all things. Look at the back of that. So you can use this for all types of stuff. And just stick that on there because I want to put my artwork around here somewhere. Let's see which one I want to put on there. Kind of like that with the light blue. I do like this one with the top hat also on there. Decisions, decisions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Put him right here. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put him on there. Let's see. And I like to add dimension to my gift tags. So I'm just going with the flow on these. Okay, just put that on there like that for now. And I'm going to add something else to this. I need a strip of something, so let's see. I'm going to add some of my scrap paper. I'm just reaching over here, so if you hear that noise, it's just me reaching around here. And see the fa la 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 la? I'm going to cut that out and put a strip right along there. Since this is music theme on here, I'm going to take that and just add it right there, right along the bottom, and that just adds to it. I can move it up just a little bit, and that'll leave a little bit of border on the bottom, like that. So there's just so much you can do. You just have to have fun. So I'm just going to add some of my glue on here. And I'm about to get some more glue out because it looks like it's time for another bottle. I think I've utilized this as much as I can. Okay, and I'm going to come right along the bottom there, and then I'm going to cut that excess off. Just like that. And now I'm going to be putting my bell in there also. Let's see how I'm going to get this on here. Going to need some jute twine. I think this will work well. But I do have some ribbon also. So I like to kind of put a bunch of them in there. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and kind of mix it. And I'm just going to measure and cut basically. And I'm hoping you saw that. Let's see. Yep, you just want to make these look fun. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to string this through here. See if the hole is big enough. And I'm going to have to use my tool here. Let's see if I can use this and just push it through the other side. And I'm trying to do this without using a needle or thread, so we will see. All right, so just got to take my time there. So let's see, I'm going to get this in here. So I'm going to string this through and see what happens. And I'll put the link to the other tags that I did last year. They came out so super cute. There were some Christmas gift tags that I did last year. And all I'm doing is pulling this through here. And I'm just going to tie this. I'm just bringing this right below my little bell here. So I'm holding on to this in the back here. And I'm just going to tie it with my jute twine. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I think this will work. Just got to take your time. Yep. Okay, and so to secure this, I'm going to just tie it again. Tie these two together. Just like that. And you can add ribbon to it and all kinds of stuff. I think that looks cute just like that. All right, so we got our first one done. Time to move to the next. And I might end up putting something on here. I'm not sure yet. I might put something on there. Sometimes you just don't know. And so I think I'll work with my teacup here. And I'm just going to put that right on there. And I want to put a snowflake on here too for some reason. I'm going to put one of these snowflakes on here. So we got a snowflake on the cup. I'm going to put a snowflake, and this is cute because it's sparkly. Put a snowflake right there. I could, if you want also, you can have a snowflake right on the cup there as well. Okay, I'm going to mount this on here. There's all these little details that really make a difference. So, and then if you want to put words on there, you can, but you don't have to. It's up to you. And these are Dollar Tree stickers. And I'm thinking those are going to be really popular. Now that I think about it, I should have gotten more. And let's go ahead and put that right there. Okay, and I just wanted to leave the cup white, so I don't have to put anything on there. It has a little bit of dimension on it. And I like to put sparkly stuff in the middle, so I'm going to use, just to make the coffee or the tea look like it's wet. Let's see if I can find my pen. This is my Jelly Roll gel pen. And this one is Stardust, I believe, but I will make sure I put this below for you. And I like the way this looks when you... And this teacup comes from the stamp set, Cuppa Cuppa. And I like to just... I love this stamp set. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so just need a little bit of time for this one to dry. But I feel like I need to go around it with something. Let's see. I'm going to put some stitching around this. Just because. I don't know, something about that black stitching. And this is thicker than I would normally use. But I really want it to stand out. Okay, and look how pretty that is. Really quick and easy. And let's see what we have on here. So I can either do 'Tis the Season, or I can put greetings or Christmas. I could cut out each individual word on here and put that in too. So I just have to decide what I want to do with that. And because I'm not thinking about this much, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this out individually. I'm going to just cut out Christmas. So see how you can really get creative with these? And let's see if I want to use this again. Let's see. I could either put it up against a black background, but I think it'll fade in too much. Or I can just put a little bit of this red in there. The sparkly red. I think I'm going to go with that again. Get all this stuff off of here. Okay, and you see I'm just going to cut around it. Or what I could have done just now that I'm thinking about, I could have just glued it on and then cut around it. The things you think about when you're recording. Or the things you don't think about when you're recording. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm really loving this paper. And I'm just going to put that right there. I think that's going to look so pretty. Add some dimension to it. I wish y'all could see my desk right now. It's a mess, but I love it. And I've lost many things on this desk. Oh, I'm loving this. Look how cute that is. I am loving that. And now I'm going to take some of I'm just going to take some of this twine right here. And I'm going to take a larger bell. I do have a bell that's a little bit larger than the other ones. I'm going to put this on here. See, look at this one. This is a little bit larger. Well, it's actually a lot larger now that I'm holding them side by side. And these are from the Dollar Tree as well. My dog is in here scratching. Okay, so let's see. Just going to take this and pull it through. I think I'm doing better at this than I thought. Let's see how that goes. Yep, pull it right through and it stays right there at the top. So I just pulled it through the hole and then just wrapped it around. Just like that. So this is really shaping up. Let's go to the next one. Oh, let's do this one right here, this light blue. Okay, so I'm thinking of making some snow on this one. Let's see. See, I do have some scallop scissors. See if this will work. I don't know. Just try and see. Maybe like that, maybe. That might work. Let's see. Just never know until you try. I could always just kind of cut off the excess on that. Okay, so I'm trying to make like a little snowbank-like thing. And I'm going to cut some of this off right here. And then I'm going to come with another piece across it so it kind of adds a little bit more dimension to it. Let's see. See if that'll work. And it looks like it's going to work. Okay. You just never know until you try, right? Yeah, okay. I think it looks cute because this looks like little snowflakes, the pattern on there. It looks like little snowflakes. And I'm getting every drop out of my art glitter glue that I can. I don't want these to be exact, just kind of. See, a nice thing is I could just go and cut this off, cut it away. Okay. So that's what we got so far. It does look like snow, doesn't it? Let's see which ones I have here. He's cute too. And let's see. I have to see which one I want to use in there. Oh, I think that looks cute. I like this one too. I'm going to use that one. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. And crafting is supposed to be very calming and relaxing. It's not supposed to be like stressful, like, you know, it's, at least to me it's not. Put them on the bottom of a snowbank, or I can put them at the top. Let's put it right here. Just adding that little bit of red. And see, I'm not matching, like everything doesn't have to, he has no blue on him, and that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take I need a sentiment on there. And I think that'll work with the Noel again. So I'm going to cut it with this. Let's see what happens if I cut it like this. I really like those scallop scissors. Yeah, I think that will work. Let's see if we can put an edge around it. I'm just being very light-handed on this. Just to add something on there. And that's going to work really well. And so I'm not going to pop this one up. I'm going to actually use some something shiny on here. Let's see. I think that'll work like that. And I think I'm going to use some sequins. Always have these nearby. So many to choose from. Let's see, and I'm going to put I like doing odd numbers on there. I think that'll look pretty. And I'm going to put some sparkly stuff on the snow, but I want it to, and then I'm going to put it aside to dry. So I do want to put some ribbon on there, but I do want to use some of the stickles, my Stardust stickles. So it looks like it has some snow along the bank here. Some glittery snow. And right along here, you really probably can't see it, but there's a little snowbank right here where I overlapped. So I'm just going to add a few on there too. And I'll have to put this aside to dry. I won't put my twine on there yet, or my ribbon. But I will go ahead and put these on. And I could always go back in once everything is dry and put little stickles on everything. All right. And these stamps are adorable. And if you want, you can match everything up. It is actually upside down. Take that off. Okay. And now there we go with our other one. And I could actually go and outline this also. Go ahead and do that now. That way everything can dry at once. That's cute. And the thing I like about these Stardust stickles is that it doesn't take away from the color. Put some on there too. It enhances the color and just makes it sparkle. So I'm going to put that one aside because I don't want it to, I want it to dry real good. So look how pretty that is. And I could still go and put stitching around here. So much I could do with this. I'm going to leave it for now so it can dry. Okay, let's move right along here. And as you can already see, this is going to be somewhat of a long video. So I hope you got your cup of coffee or water, bottled water, or whatever it is. Okay, so if I want to put that there, where's my sparkly stuff? I'm learning this time. I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on here. I'm really liking that. Let's see. Let's try the green lettering this time. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. Move it to that side maybe this time. And this stuff is really sticky, these 3D foam squares. I'll have to put the link for these below as well because these, once these go on, that's it. It's not coming off, so. Yep, let's see, put that up further. And I'm going to take, I've got this ribbon that I've been dying to use. It looks like this, but when you pull it out, it's kind of like, it's almost like a sheer lace. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's really pretty because you can just add sparkle to your stuff, just like that. Let's see how pretty that is. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. I'm using the wrong scissors for that. See if I double up on layers, what'll happen. Looks like that. I think one layer is enough to add a little bit of sparkle to this. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty. And it stretches its own self out. Yep. I'm going to love working with this stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some, I guess I'll use some art glitter glue on this. Because the thing is, it'll dry clear, so I don't have to really worry about it showing through. And it dries quickly too. Let's see, let's place that right there. And let that dry. A great way to add some sparkle to your stuff. And so that's what I've got on there. Just like that. And let's see what I want to use here. You know what? I actually have a leftover, one of my leftover owls from another project that I worked on. Let's see if he blends in too much. I think I'm going to use him in this. And I'm going to pop him up on there. Yep, I just had to switch up for a moment there. Throw an owl in there. And this is from the Alton and Olivia stamp set from Maybe Made It. And I just created the hat for it. So I'll make sure I put the link to the video where I made the card using these, but they are just super adorable, and I just made them a Santa hat and just put it on top. So I had a bunch of these that I made I thought would be really cute. Oh, that is so pretty. And the hat sparkles too on the owl. So cute. Okay, and let's see if we can do some baker's twine in the green. So I'm just kind of seeing what ribbons I have over here. Let's try some, I'll try some green and red. There's so much you can do with these. There's no rules. Don't give yourself some rules, whatever rules it is that you want to follow, but don't try to be too strict on yourself or too hard on yourself to create something. Just go ahead and do it and everything will unfold on its own. Okay, and this one I didn't put a bell on, but I could always go back and put a bell on that one. Okay, so we're done with that. We've got the fa la 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 la. It is the season on here too. I got this smaller one right here. See, I've got my owl with the top hat. He won't show up on there much. My penguin with the top hat. See, he just blends in too much for me on that one. Yeah, we need to like sparkle this one up just a little bit. Let's see if we can brighten that up a little bit. I'm going to put some stitching around the edge of this one. And sometimes all it takes is just a little bit. And that goes a long way. And I'm using the Signo Uniball pen, and I love this gel pen. I use it a lot in my crafting, and I can say that it is one of my favorite tools. You just need to give it a moment to dry, and then you're ready to put your other stuff on. Oh yes, that's definitely going to have to go on here. It's going to be either that or I can put this on here. Oh boy, let's see. I like that because it has the little things on it. Look at that. I had so much fun coloring these in. It doesn't really take much to color those in. And let's see if this will work on here. So I'm just going to cut close to the edges of this. And then what I'm going to do is put it on here. But guess what? This needs something around it. It needs a little border. So of course, look what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get enough out of this just to create a tiny little border on this. I think this will work. Just want a little border around this. Just a little bit to add sparkle to it. Yep. And what I normally do, if I have like areas that are just kind of a space that's just there, I can always fill in the space. So let's see what I want to do that with. I think I'm going to use my Copic and just fill in some space. Put a few dots in there. And then once this is dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in on this once it's dry. And I'm going to take some of my stickles and like the red, lights, I'm going to put some stickles on there, or I should say my Nouveau drops. I'm going to put the Nouveau drops on there to give it a little bit more, or make it look like the lights are shining. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on. And so this is going to work extremely well. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. I'm trying to clean up as I go, but that's not going to happen. Not on camera. But before the night is out, all of this stuff will be cleaned up, just because I'll have to be ready to go again and film tomorrow. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to just stick this right on here. And now if I want, I don't have to have a sentiment on here. So I can move it right up to the top, just like that. That is so cute. I wonder if this would work. Let's see. I'm looking at this right here because it has that border. So let's see if this works. I don't know how flexible this stuff is. Let's see how this works. I'm trying to use this as my, I guess my string. In place of the baker's twine, I use this. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to work. All right. Oh, okay. Yep, that works, and it matches with the little bit around. See, that works. Look how cute that is. Okay, so that one is done. I might go back. I'm going to go back and actually do the lights on that one. But let me go ahead and I can do that now. I'm going to do that right now. Let me just show you how I would do that. When I'm using this, see, I like to kind of press it out onto a plain piece of paper. See if I can find one. That way it'll give me a chance to see how much, because I don't want to squeeze out too much of this. And so I can see like how much will come out. You just have to get used to it and just do smaller dots first, just in case you do too much. That'll get you used to using this, because at first I was a little bit heavy-handed. So I'm just going to do the red ones to enhance them. And it'll look like they're sparkly, like they're shining lights on there. So I'm trying to just kind of outline the lights. And this one is called Ruby Slivers. Okay, and I'm going to put this one aside to dry now, just because. Sorry about my arm there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start these last two. They've already got the labels on the back. And this is so cute. I'm really loving that one right there. And I'm going to scallop that one. And this is a great way to use up all of your scraps, your little white scraps. This is like my card bases and stuff. And I just need to use them, and I don't want to. I just don't have the heart to throw them away. So let's see. I think some green around that would look nice. Not red, but green, because we're going to put it on the red base right there. So I'm just kind of lightly doing this, because I can get heavy-handed sometimes. And you see how it just goes right along that scalloped edge? Just a little bit on there. And that's going to go on here. And before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of a border around here too. And just on the red, I don't have to do it on the white part. So just on the red, I'm just going to put a border on here. And let's see, this may be my gel pen that's almost dried out. I use this so much because it's one of my favorites. And yep, I actually have another one now because this one is just about ready to run out. So I use this a lot, and I like how smooth it is. If you're looking for a really good pen to use, the Signo, the Uniball Signo Broad gel pen. So all I'm doing is going in between the circles on here, and I love polka dots. Okay, and see how that makes just a little bit of a difference there. Look at that. Just doing that little bit around the edges. I have to decide whether I want to pop that up on there. And I think I do. Let's see. Yep. I'm going to pop that up. So I'm running out. Okay, here they are right here. I end up losing stuff on my desk. In this little space, I can lose so many things. So I hope this is inspiring you. I'm trying to give you enough ideas to get you started. Just use what you already have, like I always say. Everyone has some kind of cereal box or oatmeal box. Just cut them up. They don't have to be perfectly shaped. Start out with a rectangle and just cut off the tops. And then cut it to the size that you want. And then have fun decorating it. Use everything from your stash. I think that'll be a nice video, just using my stash to decorate gift tags. You may end up seeing one of these tags on a mini album. Who knows? Okay, so we got that on there. And I'm going to, oh, one of these came off of my finger. Okay, I'm going to put it right here because I want to put my sentiment on there. Okay, so now that's on there. Let's see what we got here as far as sentiments. Let's see if we can fit anything on there. So I've got my Fond Christmas. I've got my Fond Christmas and I've got my Christmas greetings. Let's see. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. Wait a minute, I got the 'Tis the Season though. Let's see how this turns out. And you see how I have all kinds of stuff stamped on here? I use everything. So all of these you'll see in other videos because I like to just use all of my stuff. To me, every piece of paper is something or can become something. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let's put a border on that too. Make a border for that. "'Tis the season, bling it on." I like that. And I'll put the stamp sets to everything that I used in this one. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. All right, so let's see, I got this. I could either lay it flat on here, but I just can't do it. I gotta put something on here. Yeah. I'm looking for my, I was looking for these 3D foam over on the other side and it's like right in front of me. Okay, we are on our way. We have one more tag left to do. So I have 7 unique, I'll have 7 unique tags. And you could do this while watching your favorite show. I don't get to do that because of course I'm recording, but like if I'm fussy cutting, I can do that and listen to music or watch my favorite, one of my favorite programs. Right, like right now, my favorite program is a show called This Is Us. And that has me crying like every week. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this green here because I think we have enough red. Well, I can do green and red, but I think I'll just do, I'm gonna do some of this. Have a mix. And I'm not measuring everything exact. I'm just kind of just doing it. Okay, let's see. Put that in there. Pull it right through. And I feel like this needs some sparkle on it. So I'm going to take these. Actually, when they dry like they're almost like they're a little pearl drop. That's how I can describe this. So I'm just trying to give it just a little bit of something. Let's see. I think I'll put something like here in the corners. Yep. I love using this stuff, and that fine point at the tip really helps a lot too. Who would have known so much can go into like a gift tag? So much artwork. This is nice to send to like your crafty friend. See how pretty that is. It's got everything I like. Polka dots, stitching, and little drops of pearls. Or bling, I should say. All right, let me let that one dry. And we got one more to do. So we're just about done here. And I had fun, and I'm hoping that you had fun too. Or you're having fun coming along on this journey with me. So let's see what I can add to this. I kind of like this paper right here. I really like that. So let's see if I put this on here like this, or I can get one of these out and do, let's see. Use my scallop scissors here. Something about Fa La 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 La, the song, and having the musical notes on there too kind of creates a little theme. So I'm going to put that on there. Let's go ahead and use this. Cut that off, and I'm going to put a couple of these on here. Let's see. I think his scarf is going to be hanging off, so let's put him on here. This guy, just fit all three of them on here, just like that. Yep. And did I put my labels on the back there? Yep. Okay, so we are just about done here. And of course I didn't use everything that I pulled out, but at least I tried, at least I had enough, or a bunch of stuff that I could work with. And I could always, all this stuff now is going to appear in a Christmas mini book. So this is going to be fun, because this will make a great stocking stuffer too. So cute. Like three friends just kind of hanging out. Look how adorable that is. And I could actually add some sparkle to the buttons. Let's see, I can add sparkly stuff in each area. Right here, right around here, and the top of the hat here, just to make it stand out a little bit more. I remember having a hat, something like that, as a kid. Keeps your ears warm too. Okay, so my sentiment needs to go on there. Let's see what we got here. And I didn't even get to use these. Look at that. Those are cute too, little tiny ones. Okay, let's see what we got here. On Christmas greetings. I don't know if that's going to fit. I think I'm just going to, let's see. We could see. So I'm just going to cut this down and see if that will fit in there. It looks like it will. Yep. And you know what? It's got to have something else on there because it looks too plain. So I get to use this stuff again. Yep. And I promise that in my next video, I will be on to a new bottle of art glitter glue. It looks like I'll have to use it now, huh? Okay, now, how many of you have lost this pen somewhere on your desk? Yep. Oh, there's still more left. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. And then I'm going to cut it out. Fond Christmas greetings. This is like a card in itself. All right, and I might as well go ahead and do this. And just pop that on right there. As you can see, I didn't wait for that to dry, so it kind of smeared a little bit, but it's okay. Look how cute that is. And I'm going to have to wait for that to dry before I put on my other thing there. Before I put my twine or whatever through there. I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see, I think it has some blue in there. Let's see. I've got blue here. The Nuvo Glitter Drops in Blue, and this is called Blue Lagoon. So I see the hat is blue there. I'm going to put some blue in here. I think I have a little bit too much red on there, so I'm just going to have some blue. And look how cute that is. Look at that. And I could still add more to this if I wanted to, somewhere in these little spaces, but I think it's good. And I think it's all done except for that, still drying. So let me just show you everything together. I'm going to move some of this other stuff out of the way. And so you can see all 7 tags here. Some of these are still drying, so I'm not going to, well, this one is okay. Everything just unique as can be. This one right here, I'm loving that. That dry a little bit more, and we got our little tiny one here, and that's drying up. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. I'm loving that. And one more still needs a tag, but it's still drying. I think this one. Let's see. Oh, it's actually. It's just about, it's almost dry. I'm not going to say, because I used a lot for that snow, so look how cute that is though. Just hoping you can see that on camera. And so I really hope that this inspired you. I'm really loving the way this turned out. I do want to show you how to make a gift tag and put a gift card onto the gift tag. So stay tuned for that one too. I'm trying to figure it out how I want to do that, but I'm going to try to send you as many ideas as possible. So give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much if you tuned in. I know this is a longer video, but I love sharing with you. And please go ahead and subscribe to our crafty family, and please leave a comment below. I'll see you real soon, and happy holidays. Bye.